Okie doke. So now moving on to The Mandalorian, episode 6.
Mandalorian.
Oh, whatever.
I wouldn't bother. It doesn't deserve a good spelling.
Hang on. Yeah, tell me about it. So, wait, hang on. I'm going to fix this. It's going to be smooth as butter. Mando.
It's like, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm waiting for it.
I went in with this with low expectations, as I do every week. I didn't want to watch it, to be perfectly honest, but Matt didn't want to watch it. Stark was away, didn't hear from you, so I was like, right, fine, I'll watch it. It started off, okay, they're obviously going to go and look for the other Mandalorians. Happy days. This, could now get interesting. The other Mandalorians are off. Oh, no, that's right, because it started off with a little love story. And the Mandalorians have been hired to bring back this Mon Calamarian who had fallen in love with a squid face. And at first I was like, right, okay, but the Mandos are there. And then the episode, when they got to the city and they met up with what I'm going to say is the fat chick and Jack Black, because I had no idea who the fat chick was. And I was just...
Lizzo.
Right. Well, it was only the end of the episode when her name came up that I kind of went, that explains why it was so bad. Because, I mean, she's a terrible actress. Terrible actress.
If you look up Lizzo in the Urban Dictionary, it means can't act.
Yeah, it was... And like I say, I genuinely had no idea who she was until the end credits. But the whole episode was just, again, filler of quests, go here, and all this lot. My favourite point that somebody brought out, which I didn't bring out in the review that I wrote, is how these... you had that scene with Christopher Lloyd, and it was like, oh, it's Christopher Lloyd! And I was thinking, oh, he's in this episode.
God, they ruined him too.
But they had all these, battle droids, and then they were showing, like, literally video clips where you could have had a laughter soundtrack over them of the battle droid carrying the shopping, and oh no, he's dropped it all, and it was just like, right, okay. And then they go and find the B2 battle droids, which are the bigger ones, and he kind of kicks one, and then it resets to default settings, which is to run away for its life. And it's like, I'm pretty sure it's a battle droid. I think what they're programmed for is to just kill, not run away, activate the B2 battle droids. Oh, sir, they've all run off, sir. Bit of a, and just, like I say, the whole thing, and then the whole end of it, okay, so, loophole, she can have the sword if she picked it up from the bloke who stole it and then killed the man who stole it, and so she won the battle. And everybody goes, yeah, all right. Yeah, no, that'll do. Yeah, she's the new leader. And it was so bad. What did you make of it? Because you haven't said anything about it, like, all week.
No, I haven't.
Still in shock, or?
A little bit. Okay, so here's the thing. I looked at this. I got a feeling that there is an actual talented writer crying somewhere. Because... if you take it from its skeletal structure, okay, Mando and Bo-Katan need to get to the Mandalorians. In order to do that, they have to do a film noir detective story. And at the beginning, you show the Mandalorians that are out there. You do this thing, and the purpose of it. Why do you do this thing with the Quarren and the Mon
Love
Calamari?
Story.
Yeah, but what's the purpose of that scene? The purpose of that scene is we got to show that the Mandalorians are out there, they're doing their thing, but they're not evil. They haven't gone evil or anything. They're just a little aimless. So how would you?
They're getting paid,
right? But they don't. They need guidance. They need a purpose. Just going out and getting money is not good enough. Not for one guy, Boba Fett. Yeah, fine. But for this entire group of Mandalorians that have left Bo-Katan, you got to show something that shows that they're a little lost. They're doing their thing. They're not evil, but they probably could be doing better. Okay, that's the purpose of the scene. Fine. What scene did you write? Well, I guess it fulfills that, but it does it in the most cringy, ham-fisted way with this weird I mean, it's pulled out of the outrageous Okana from Star Trek. Yes, I'm referencing Star Trek again. That is one of the worst episodes that were ever made. Oh, the stupid Romeo and Juliet bullshit. And I'm like, oh, there's 100 different ways to do this, you know? What you should be showing is them getting in a situation where they have to murder somebody that they were supposed to capture, and they had no choice. And it gives them a crisis of conscience, you know? We have lost our way or something. That would have been compelling, right? That's how you do that.
Yeah.
Still serves the same purpose. Then I look at this, it's like, okay, let's have Mando and Bo-Katan do a film noir scene. They got to solve the mystery of malfunctioning droids. So what do you do when you show the malfunctioning droids? You show the malfunctioning droids hurting people. You know, you give them some gravity, right? You don't show them, you know, cutting food and then going, whoa, like it's from Pixar. What's the one, WALL-E, where it goes berserk, you know? And you shouldn't be laughing at this stuff. And you should have a beleaguered people, they shouldn't be like having no problems whatsoever. They should be like, okay, these droids are getting out of hand. We're beleaguered. People are getting hurt. We don't have the nice way of life that we used to. Show some consequences that it's affecting them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But no,
Not
we got to have
shopping.
Yeah, but no, we got to have stunt casting. And we got to have Lizzo. And we got to have Jack Black. And we got to bring poor Christopher Lloyd, because apparently he's got some bills to pay. And we got to make this thing look like SNL. And it's so badly shot. Do you notice, like in that one scene where Lizzo is dressing down Christopher Lloyd in this really horrible, terrible speech, and you see whoever is in the Mando suit, because I'm pretty sure it isn't Pedro Pascal, but you do see Katie Sackhoff, and she is just looking like her soul's dying. She looks like Harrison Ford in the holiday special, just wondering what the fuck has happened to her career. And
I can imagine, like on set when Lizzo, when they first met, you know, Lizzo's like, "Oh wow, well, it's great to meet you and all this lot," and Katie Sackhoff is just like, "Yeah, it's great to see you too."
I don't know. Like, I can see the beats of what they are trying to accomplish. And what they are trying to accomplish is not necessarily terrible. I do think that if you're going to make a Mandalorian show, then don't make Bo-Katan your main character. But that could even be done if it's done from his perspective. You can do that. It's tough. It takes a writer with some talent, but it could be done. But that's not what's happening here. It's all done hacky and terrible. It's clear that they don't give a crap about the photography or anything. It looks like garbage. And they're doing the most half-assed way of getting to these plot points that you do need to get to. I don't think, like, this reminds me a little bit of the prequels. Like, there's a skeletal structure here. I see where they're going. I see what they're trying to do. But it's the execution that is completely terrible. So now I'm looking at it, like, I'm just mystified. It's like, was this woke? I don't even know. I don't even know what this is.
It was like on such a level of bad. I honestly, it was difficult for me to put into words, because it was terrible. Now,
I honestly saw. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go on. No, go on.
I was going to say, I honestly saw a talented screenwriter writing out the outline of something that probably could have made sense and been good if you had put the right tone and structure to it, right? And that they took that, and the suits took it, says, we need Lizzo in it. And it just ballooned out from there. And then it's not a fat joke, but still. It just went, and the guy's like, screw this. Why am I even working on this shit? They take my script and they turn it into this sludge. I honestly, that's what I felt like. Like somebody's like, because like a film noir thing, solving the mystery of droids malfunctioning, that's terrible idea. It was the execution that was so ridiculous.
I think somebody else said as well on the comments that it was kind of like had a Scooby-Doo feel when you found out it was Christopher Lloyd. And again, it was literally sort of like, and he would have gotten away with it as well if it wasn't for these meddling Mandalorians. You know, and again, I did think to myself, it was just...
And their dumb Yoda.
Yeah.
Yoda
Stark said that it was a joke, and it was kind of a joke based on Demolition Man. And
I didn't see that at all.
I didn't see it until he said it, and I kind of thought, right, okay, I can see where he's coming from. But at the same time, I thought to myself, but what's the point? I put a joke in Friends. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. But putting a joke in The Mandalorian like that, what was the point? It was just.
If you're going to do Demolition Man, you got to have some satire. There was no satire here. It was just really awful writing and execution, bad tone. It's like what bothered me so much is like I'm looking at the story, like I said, basic outline story structure. I was like, this could have been. This is not unreasonable. You know, a film noir gets you to the Mandalorians, fine. But you didn't treat it that way. You treated it like a farce.
You can't even... The thing that gets me as well, and I'm going to bring this up, but on social media, particularly on Twitter, people are saying how brilliant the episode was and how Bryce Dallas Howard should direct a Star Wars movie. Could do that with a straight face. And again, it's just like I honestly think people's expectations and standards of entertainment are so low these days that even when they are served up this absolute dog swill, that they actually think it's good. And I can't get it in my head.
I don't believe it. I don't believe when I see all this stuff. It's either marketing departments or paid people or influencers.
No, do you know what? I genuinely... No,
there's
I
a few. You look, there's a lot that are... I really think the bots there's probably a few. I'm sure there's people that love the prequels. But I'm saying that the numbers are minuscule compared to... You can't lie about the Nielsen numbers on Mandalorian. It's like 40% of what it used to be. It's that bad, and it's dwindling every week. I mean, they couldn't even get the first episode off the ground. It was so bad as far as ratings. So I don't buy that there's this huge amount of people. I think they're just a noisy amount of people who know how to make bots, and I think marketing departments are doing this. I think they have all kinds of sock puppet accounts out there. I don't buy most of it.
I was going to say, I genuinely see people who genuinely love the whole thing. I nearly got into an argument with somebody on Twitter today because the kid who played Leia in Obi-Wan came out on stage at the Star Wars Celebration with Obi-Wan, with that Ewan McGregor even. Not Obi-Wan, because he's not real. But they came out, and I said something like, I wonder if Ewan McGregor had to sort of play second stage to her like he did in the series. And loads of people came back saying, what are you talking about? He didn't play second fiddle to her. And I was like, you did watch the series, right? you know, and somebody actually took a thing of how much screen time Ewan McGregor had and how much screen time she had, and he had almost double. And I was like, right, that means nothing. What I'm saying is in the script, but there are people who genuinely think Obi-Wan was one of the best series they've done.
It's not a math equation, you idiots. It's not how it works.
I know. It did make me laugh. I would nearly reply to him, but I remembered Mark Twain, who said, never argue with a stupid person because they'll just drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. So...
Yeah. I mean, there is a dearth of the ability to think critically, and there is too many people who just suck the corporate dick. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's what they do. They just, anything that has... it reminds me.
This has got Star Wars written on it, so it's good. It's got Star Wars written on it, so it's good. It's great. Yeah.
This is why I wear this shirt all the time now. You know, this is the screaming Charlie Brown. Just, anguish in the darkness. But I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand why people have such a low threshold of, or don't demand more quality.
Yeah,
but this is the whole thing right now, right? I mean, we've got so many weird religious cults out there, for whatever it is. Some are more dangerous than others, but I mean, it's a cult. These people that love this corporate swill. I mean, I honestly believe you're a cultist because you don't know how to think critically anymore. I love Star Wars, and I'm giving things a chance. I'm giving, Picard a chance, and I'm being rewarded for season 3. But that doesn't mean I think season 1 and season 2 isn't garbage swill nonsense.
It's the same with Mando. Don't get me wrong. I mean, people keep saying that this stuff comes out, don't watch it. And it's like, I can't help but watch it. I want to watch it in case it's good. I really want to believe it's going to be good. But just every time they fool me. And like when they're saying about new movies coming out and stuff, I know my mate is going to contact me at some point in time and say, Return of the Jedi's returning to the cinema. Do you want to go and see it? And I'm kind of... I do want to go and see it because we've had a long tradition of doing this, but it's the special edition, and I don't really want to watch the special edition in the cinema. I'd much rather stay at home and watch my original cut of it.
You don't want to see that Yuzum's adenoids as he screams into the camera? You don't want to see that? I don't know why. It's all...
We have got a lot of anger to get through, so
yeah.
Let's move on.
Thank you for watching this excerpt from Outpost Frequencies. Tune in live every Sunday at noon Central Time or 6 o'clock UK time. And also, remember to come to lastmovieoutpost.com for all your latest in movie news, streaming news, and everything cool about film. We are the cool news now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next stream.